Hey guys, what's up? This is Jameson with Pretty Young Tarot, and I'm back with another pick a card reading today. For me it's tonight. For you, it could be any time of the day. But I wanted to bring you guys a pick a card reading around who will you marry or who's the one for you. But yeah, if you saw the thumbnail, which I'm sure you did, you can either refer to that for groups 1 through 5, but I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys 2. So this is group 1, group 2, group 3, group 4, and group 5. And so if you could look at it this way, you'll see the reference here so by the dandelion, that's group 5, and by the crackle quartz, that is group 1. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to hold it up like this if you want to pause it there. I'm also a very shaky person, so I'm sorry. Hope you guys had enough time. If not, you can always refer back to the thumbnail. I also wanted to bring you guys down a little bit here so you can see the cards better. I did get a comment saying that you would like to see the cards, so I'm going to try to show you each and every card. I don't have a tripod, so it's a little bit of a struggle for me to, because I use my phone to record now. I didn't before, but my camera, this is actually way better. So anyway, for group number 1, I'm just going to start you guys off. It's going to be at 1 minute, 44 seconds. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump right in. I'm just going to move these off to the side. Okie doke. So if you chose group number 1, this is your message. And this is about who you are going to marry. Okay. So in terms of signs, we do have Scorpio. So you have the King of Water, the King of Air. That's all I'm seeing for, and I mean it could be a Leo. So I'm seeing Scorpio, Aquarius, or Leo. So probably a fixed sign. That's what I'm getting here. In terms of, could also be, yeah, Taurus. Yeah, definitely gonna be a fixed sign. So let's see. This person is definitely emotionally mature. They have probably been through situations in their life that have brought them to this point of emotional maturity and stability. They are pretty expressive with their emotions with the King of Wands here and the King of Water. So we have the King of Water and the King of Air. Did I say King of Wands? I think I accidentally almost said King of Wands. Either way, this person is very forthcoming with how they feel. They're super expressive. And they could have just been leaving a toxic relationship or something of that sort. They are releasing a burden or have released a burden recently with this 10 of Wands in reverse. Potentially with a fire sign. But I could see that potentially this person, well, you guys definitely have a strong telepathic connection with the telepathy card here. You guys have a very strong mental and physical attraction, I'm seeing. And potentially, see, I think this person has black hair, just so you know. But this person is very strong, probably built pretty well, like in stature, like definitely tall. Let's see here. We also have the Littlest Fairy, which is appreciate the beauty and value of the exquisite and small. That's a number 2. So I'm seeing that you guys could have known each other when you were children, or back when you guys were just like you know, like adolescents. Sometime, like, you met when you were younger than you are now. potentially. I see this person likes to vacation. They might be the type of like the traveling type with we have the Knave of Fire next to the honeymoon card. But I am seeing here, I do have like one deck here that's like, it's an erotic deck, so I'm not going to show those, but this is the Eight of Wands in reverse. I am seeing that this person could definitely, they want to move faster than they do. I think that they might be like a more logical person, and that might stop. Like, they definitely have the confidence to go ahead and do these things, but they think more than they act. And that's like a product of like this. This is the Moon in Libra card, which is the Two of Air, and they could be somewhat of like an indecisive person, but once they make their decision, they go for it. They have like a very strong will, and good sense of self, good, I don't want to say ego. Ego is like such like a negative term, I feel like, in this community, but they have like a healthy sense of self. And I am seeing they could be, with this Ten of Wands in reverse next to the Four of Cups in reverse, you guys might not, like, they might turn down like an invitation to go out right away, because they're super busy. I see this person is just like, they have a lot going on. They might be the type of person to like take on too much on their plate and then like not be able to like, you know, they don't have as much free time. This could also be because they do travel. They could travel for work. But it could also be maybe like European. I am seeing more of like a light skin tone, light and like possibly tanned, like, but not like a dark skin tone. I'm seeing like they're the type to like take care of you, but they're not like necessarily going to baby you. Sorry, my cat is just, I'm like looking for the other one, because where one goes, the other one usually follows. Yeah, they aren't gotta go, you gotta go. They aren't the type to baby you, and I'm seeing this, with this card here, and I'm not saying that they're like super serious or anything. I think that, they are a strong person and they want to be with a strong person themselves, and I'm sure like if you guys are gonna get married, then like you are a strong person. You could be blonde and more of like a petite stature, or redhead. But yeah, this definitely could be like a twin flame union or like divine partnership. They might like giraffes. That's like a super random point. Maybe you guys will go to the zoo. But either way, you guys could meet around holiday time, or yeah, that's what, like, maybe even abroad. So as it says, like, enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. This person really likes, like, they prefer going somewhere beachy rather than anywhere else. Like, I mean, like, cause you know, like Italy and stuff like that, like they prefer like where the water is. They want someone who isn't afraid to go out into nature. I think that they connect very well with nature. This isn't the type of person who's like a major homebody, I'm seeing and feeling. They like to, like, yes, they are the type of person to put too much on their plate, like, potentially. They also like it that way. I think that they like the fast pace. They like to be, like, stimulated all the time. Because I don't think, like, this person would deal with being bored very well. Definitely, like, a powerful energy. Like, you'll probably feel this connection like right away. There's a strong attraction, like physical attraction, as well as a mental attraction. This is like one of those piles where you will like have an intuition, like you'll know. Like they will check, like if not all the boxes, most of the boxes for you. And there is a potential that they had anger issues in the past, maybe went to anger management, but they don't have these issues anymore. They've found better coping mechanisms. So that could be like one blockage that they have towards getting to know people is like they have deep emotions with the King of Water, like Scorpio energy. I think that when they were younger, they just manifested it not in potentially like the best way, or else there's allegations that they didn't. But this is a good person. Like you don't need to worry about where their heart is. Their heart is in the right place. They're gonna make you feel really sexy and like attractive to them. Like you guys are just gonna like feed off of each other's energy. I think this person's gonna bring you a lot of extra energy if you aren't like necessarily a high energy person. Like naturally, this person is definitely gonna bring that out in you. So yeah. Is there anything else that I'm seeing? I'm seeing the number 5. You guys could date for 5 years before getting married. You guys could have known each other for 5 years before establishing a relationship, something around 5. The number 5. There's also a fair amount of 2s. Yeah. Okay. That is all I'm seeing for group number 1. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I hope you like this reading. If you found any insight, please let me know down below. I love reading your guys' comments, but I will see you next time. Moving on to group number 2. Alright, who's a person group number 2 is going to marry? So you could be in separation with this person right now. And they could be experiencing a little bit of misfortune right now with the wheel in reverse, but they aren't really saying this because, well, I think you guys potentially could be in separation. You could marry someone that you aren't currently with at this time, because it says time apart is on the horizon for you and your partner. And then this is next to the Merlin card, which is, in this deck, I mean, it means the Ascended Masters are with you and that you're supposedly supposed to meet someone who is like a guide, somebody who helps you learn, someone who's very spiritual. This person could be extremely spiritual. So you guys, and this also means like a spiritual connection, but there definitely is some sort of separation or blockage that's gone on between you two. And this is right next to the Moon card and the 6 of Earth. So, I mean, I definitely think this person is an Earth sign. I'm getting Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn pretty strong. Yeah. I think that something might have gone on between you two. There's like an element of like secrecy or like not necessarily deception. I'm not getting deception strongly, but like something happened. Like there was a poor judgment call here. That someone felt like they might have had to leave the situation for a while just to like gather and collect their thoughts. But this is a pretty, like, a really strong connection. You guys have really good physical chemistry. A lot of Taurus. This person could be a moon in Taurus too, I'm seeing. But, so the moon with the 6 of earth, this could be, like, I mean, they could literally work at night. That could be something that could be causing separation between you two, just because that's not a typical schedule for everybody. But this also could be, like, the exchange of something physical at night that isn't so known. Either way, this has caused, like, there's a need for healing here. This is the Child of the Moon card. And it says forgiveness, transcending the ego. So I'm also getting that if this person isn't spending as much time with you and you feel like this is, like, it makes you feel badly that, like, they aren't spending time with you. And I think that, like, the message here, if that is the case for you, that you need to live in the present. If you're questioning maybe whether or not you can marry this person because they don't seem to pay enough attention to you, it's not that they're trying to not pay attention to you. I think that, in all honesty, like, they want to. I think that this is just, like, it's a season, you know, something that they have to do right now, because it's a commitment that they've made, like, with the Hierophant here, and it is, like, an institution. So it's something, like, there's an agreement in place. But yeah, I am sensing, like, this person could also potentially have, like, secrets regarding to, like, how they feel about themselves. Maybe they haven't forgiven themselves for something that's happened in the past. There's, like, a huge message here, an emphasis on, like, don't live in the past, live in the present. Don't live in the past, live in the present. And Taurus is very physical, enjoying everything, like, as it is, like, right now. And I think that this, like, that mentality would serve and put this Wheel of Fortune back upright. But that's going to take some period of, like, reflecting and kind of healing also, because the Priestess is, like, she can be a healer too. There's moon energy, like, there's just something that needs to be healed, potentially, like, childhood issues, things that, like, stem from maybe, like, your parents. But either way, this person is, like, very spiritual, very awakened. They have a good sense of, like, this realm, you know, like, the metaphysical realm. Like, they're aware that there is energy beyond, you know, the Matrix. That's literally how I feel like it is. But I think that they're still just, like, in a period of healing. If you guys are in separation, that's, like, what they're doing. They're not focusing on relationships maybe at this time. Maybe when you meet, they won't be, like, looking for love. I think that they'll be in a healing state. So this might start as, like, friends first. But you or them, like, I think both of you guys are going to be like this, but you're going to be very practical in, like, how you help each other, and that's how you guys are going to fall in love. It's going to be some, like a really good friend, you know, someone who you know you can count on, someone who's always going to be there, like, no questions asked. And that's going to spark a lot of the love that is going to bond you guys. They could have been born in the year of the rat. I don't know exactly what year those are. But no, stay down. No way. But yeah, this person is, like, super earthy. They'll take care of you on, like, the financial front. They're very they're, like, a perfect balance between spiritual and practical. And in terms of, like, how they will look, I am getting kind of like dirty blonde hair, like a light brown dirty blonde hair, lighter to tan skin. Taurus is also can indicate like darker skin. And since there's so much Taurus, honestly, this could be like a medium skin tone person. Kind of more on the leaner side. They're not going to be like jacked, you know, like they're not the type of person who's going to be like a gym rat necessarily. Or if they are, they're not into like big heavy lifting. They do appreciate, like Taurus appreciates good food, so does like Taurus, like the moon in Taurus, so they could honestly be like a little fluffy, not like fluffy, but because all of the pictures on here, it's indicating a pretty like slender person. They could be tall though, like tall and slender. Probably like a square build because of all the earth here. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. Also someone who might come from like, I don't know why I'm like picking up potentially like Oriental. That's not correct. Maybe like an Asian descent. And they might, I'm also potentially picking up that they might have a child already. But if not with you, then they do want children. This is something that like is a big deal to them. I think that they really want to be able to raise spiritual children. They could also literally be a teacher. That's another thing. I think that's all I'm getting. Okay. Well, that's it for group number 2. Thank you so much for stopping by. And I can't wait to see you guys in my next pick a card reading. Please like, comment, subscribe. It means a lot to me. I love reading your guys' comments. And I will see you next time. Alright. Group number 3. Who are you going to marry? Okay, so you could meet this person when they're with someone else. Because we have the attraction card here with the 3 of Cups in reverse. I am seeing they could have met you while they were already in a relationship and this caused a third party. But I mean, it looks like they weren't happy in this relationship anyway, otherwise, like, you know. But this is a pretty strong message of, because we have the Ace of Fire, so the Ace of Wands, with the 7 of Air. The 7 of Air has a lot to do with kind of like sneaking out in the night. This could, like, you could, honestly, I don't want to say you could be a homewrecker because that's just, like, mean, but there could have been, like, unresolved situation with someone else and you came in and, like, swooped up this person. And this, like, forced change in their life, this is the Experiments card, and this is a 33 also, which is manipulation of nature, forcing change, cruelty in the pursuit of knowledge, and arrogance. This person could potentially honestly come off as arrogant. Like, I think that they are the type of person who, like, kind of goes and does and says, like, whatever they feel is, like, I don't think that they think before they act necessarily, or think before they speak. And this is the six of Wands. So, yeah, this person is, like, a very physical person. Like, they honestly might have, like, a pretty like hefty past of like people who they have like been with, but that's just because like they like the pursuit. Like this is also like a very like military vibe. Someone who is like a Venus and Aries person. Like they don't care who has what they have. They want it. They got it. It's like Ariana Grande's song. Like, I want it. I got it. I don't even know how the rest of that goes. But this is next to the Punishment in reverse. So yeah, this person is just like, maybe also they kind of have had a history of maybe being involved in like the criminal system, but got acquitted when they were young. I am saying this is like when they were young. Maybe like even like senior year of high school sort of thing. They're definitely like, I don't think that they're like that anymore. They've kind of conquered their demons, so to speak. But they have spent a fair amount of time like evading trouble. This is like a really like lucky person. In terms of signs, there's Leo and Aquarius, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I'm getting more Leo. Or definitely could be an Aquarius, I am seeing. So there, now we have the Visions card, which is psychic images, clairvoyance, seeing, out-of-body travel. And this is another reason why I think this could be an Aquarius, someone of that type. They are aware of, I don't think they're totally awakened, like they're not the type of spiritualist who is like practicing every day. I think that they are awakened somewhat, but if like their psychology, I'm getting a lot of like they're very in tune with like how people work, how like interactions between people. Like they are a people watcher, that's definitely for sure, but the type of person who could have the potential to be manipulative, but that's just because they're really smart. Like this person is really intellectual. They do like the finer things in life. They probably have a lot of friends. Like they're connected with a large group of people. And this could even extend like out of the country with this far, far away card. Like I think they're coming out of a phase of maybe being a party animal, but they do like enjoy that social aspect a lot. They love to be around other people and making new friends, things of that nature. Let's see. But yeah, this person could be extremely psychic and like maybe even like not know it. They definitely march to the beat of their own drum. There's a reference to a like reflection here, so this could be like a twin flame sort of thing going on. Might be into like astronomy, astrology. Maybe they could be into astrology. That's also an Aquarian thing. Yeah. Let's see. But they are, when you guys meet, you are gonna be very like into this person. Like you have the Ace of Cups next to the Ace of Fire, so this is gonna be like an emotional and a physical attraction right away. I mean, obviously, if it was like, wow, my hair is like, whatever. If they were with someone else, like this attraction was strong enough to like break whatever this like bond was between them and like someone else. Random, they could be into bondage. Sorry. But yeah, this was definitely like out of the blue. You will meet this person totally, like, they're gonna catch you off guard, I think. Like, the 7 of Air I also see sometimes is like slipping in, like totally, like, out of nowhere, you know? Like, it's like they literally came through the night and it's just like knight in shining armor and you're like, whoa. And I am saying that this person is probably foreign to you, of a different, like, nationality than yourself, with this far, far away. But this is, like, the type of person, like, they're exactly, like, what you want, like, because there's daydreaming here. Like, you definitely manifested this person into your life. I think that they're somewhat edgy, but also really smart and, like, what's the word? Cultured. I think that's something that really appeals to you. And they're also really open to, like, new ideas. This isn't the type of person, like, they'll experiment. They're the type of person to, like, do anything once, like, very adventurous, and even, like, intellectually adventurous. They have a very expansive mind. They're not the type of person to do just, like, you know, like, I don't see this type of person working, like, a 9-to-5 job. I think they're more creative than that. There's someone who is, I mean, they could, if they were to do something like that, this is science. This is someone who is into science. Someone who likes to see reactions, like, that could be like chemistry, you know, like biology, that sort of thing. They're interested in behaviorism, things like how people work together, and how manipulation of, like, variables causes different outcomes. Yeah. They're constantly in pursuit of knowledge, of finding new ways of figuring stuff out. This is, like, the type of person who, like, they're definitely going to make money off of their mind. Like, they have a very strong, like, they're successful through, like, their thoughts. I think that this person is very strong at the law of attraction, even if they don't know that about the law of attraction. They are, like, the type of person who, like, manifests really quickly what they want, and they love it, honestly. Like, they have a very like, it's just like reverie, you know, enjoying the finer things in life, enjoying, and, like, this is not the type of person who, I'm, like, straight up, they don't have, like no self-worth issues. This type of person, I think that the healing that they've done in their life is more centered around, because, what are those? Indigo children. This could be an indigo child. They have a tendency more towards going against the grain, being more outspoken, doing things that, like, you're not supposed to by society standards, and this could be what got them in trouble when they were young, if they were, like, kind of a troublemaker. It's like the need to rebel, like, needing to rebel, not for, like, attention, but just, like, as, like, an intrinsic feeling. They are very, like, individualistic. They hate the social norms, but at the same time, I think that they're fascinated by it. I think that they are very interested in, like, why people act the way that they act, because they don't want to act that way, if that makes sense. Which I totally get. I'm a crystal child. I'm not an indigo, but I am engaged to an indigo, and this is very, like, similar energy, but you'll definitely never be bored. Yeah. In terms of, like, physicality, could be really tall. I am seeing darker skin complexions, even, or, like, on the flip side, like, potentially really pale. Like, really pale, or, like, more dark, you know? This person is just super magnetic. They have super strong energy in terms of, like, sexuality. Like, they are very comfortable in their sexuality, and they might be somewhat aggressive, like, not in a bad way, but they're going to be the type of person who, like, is going to be very forthcoming with, like, the affection like very quickly. Yeah. Okay. So that's what I'm seeing for you guys, group number 3. Thank you so much for coming to this reading and clicking on this video. I am so thankful to get to read for you guys, and I hope you guys stop by again soon. But yeah, have a good rest of your evening, day, whatever time it is for you. So moving on to group number 4. Who will you marry? There could be an age gap. My cat is always digging through the recycling bin. Hey! Okay, so yeah, definitely seeing there could be an age gap here with this is light, the darkness. This is ancestors, ancestral line, generational shift. They could be from a different generation than you. Let's see. Okay, so this is definitely not going to be one of those relationships where you meet this person, everything's great, things are just like gonna pop off and be like what is that? I keep wanting to say Guns N' Roses, and that's totally like not what I'm going for. Roses and sunshine? That's like totally not how that term goes, but whatever. Definitely could be an earth sign, Virgo especially. But yeah, so we have the 2 of earth here next to the magician, next to the 3 of pentacles. So you definitely could have met this person at work or within like a group setting. You met this person through someone. This has like a very like in a team. Yeah. And I'm seeing this person is more of like, I think they might have 2 jobs also that's coming through, but one or both of you is a very powerful like manifester. With the magician here, you've manifested this relationship, but I also see like you get work done, like really well and really quickly. I'm good at like multitasking. This person's good at multitasking. This person is probably really good at using the internet. That's super random, but like very technologically advanced. I think that where this person might struggle is I think they could lie, like white lies a lot. That's like super random, but I think that they, or maybe they aren't as forthcoming like with like their emotions as like a lot of people are. You have the 3 of air here with the free yourself and deception. So also if this is someone that you've been in a relationship with and there was deception in the past, I'm still seeing you definitely are meant to be with this person, which means that forgiveness is due. But because this is a very cosmic, karmic, fated relationship. But I think that this also could be like this person needs to free themselves from deception, like in heartbreak that they've had in the past, in order to let other people in. I think that they do see you as a light in the darkness, someone who is, or this could be vice versa too, someone who is more guarded. This isn't going to be like the type of person to like divulge how they feel right away. This is going to be more of like a slow growing relationship, working together. I think that by working together, they start to like trust you more, and I think that they could just be like in a, like you have coral wisdom here, which says colony, delicacy, fragility, works that are created over great periods of time. Yeah, this is definitely not like a relationship that just like blossoms out of nowhere. I think that this person, you might meet them when they're in like a pretty fragile state in their life. I think that their heart has been broken before, and that they are just kind of getting back into the swing of things and taking control of their own life. But if they aren't telling you that they have feelings for you, that's also a lie. Because they definitely do. They're just afraid of getting hurt. This is someone who, I think with the King of Fire in reverse, they are afraid that people are going to use them just for, like, physical means. And so they'd rather focus on, like, more practical things like work and, like, building up their wealth and becoming more secure that way. I don't think this person is, like, the type, they don't sleep around, they're not, like, party animal. I don't think that they really, like, go out all that much. Not even because, like, there's generational gap, but I think that they're just, like, more reserved. They have a more reserved lifestyle. I do see they could play games, like video games. But I think that when you come into their life, they're totally, like, not expecting someone like you. Okay. They're not expecting someone like you to, like, literally, like Toto just did, jump into their life and, like, be interested in them. And I think that's why things are so slow. I think they're the type of person who really needs to see, like, with their eyes. Like, you literally could, like, stand in front of this person and be like, I like you. Like, I want to be with you. And they would be like, what? Like, totally, like, oblivious at some points. And that's just because they're programmed to, like, they're just, like, not thinking. Their mind isn't on relationships. Their mind is on work. Their mind is on totally other things, to be honest. But this also means that they're super loyal. They're when they put their effort into something, they put their effort in 100%. My phone, like, just told me that it's dying. But they definitely do, like, want a future with you, obviously. Like, you guys are gonna get married, so I hope that they want a future. I think this is just gonna take time, but it is, like, totally, like, written in the stars is, like, what I'm seeing. Could also like to read. I think this person is probably a reader. They're just so much more, like, in comparison to, like, the last reading, they're so much more, like, down to earth. They're a very, like, grounded person. I don't think that they like to spend too much time in their feelings. I don't think that they're super well adjusted maybe in that department. I think that they just, it's just like that feeling where you don't want to, like, over intellectualize things. They try to make it a point, like, not to think about, like, the past so much. I think that they have, like, residual feelings about the past and like being hurt and stuff like that, but they distract themselves with other things. They, like, make it a point to, like, always be doing like work or video games. Like, there's, like, an escapism, but, like, not an escapism through, like, I'm not getting, like, drugs, alcohol, that sort of thing. It's just totally more, like, practical things, you know. Maybe if they had a vice, it'd be, like, food, you know. There's some, let's see, in terms of, like, signs, I'm not getting a whole lot. I think they could be a Gemini, like, if they're not an earth sign, potentially, like, a Gemini. Or, like, a Cancer. They're just, like, they're smart, but, like, more reserved. I tend to think of that as being more, like, a Virgo energy. Critical, you know, like, I do think this person is of, like, a medium skin complexion. Maybe, like, Native American. Yeah, this person is definitely going to ground you. They have a very strong, like, energy of just security. Like, they're going to make you feel very secure. Could be into robots. You're just going to catch this person off guard. If you're a blonde, also, that's coming through. They're totally like not expecting like this guy is literally like ooh, totally just like what they did not see that coming. But yeah, you definitely could meet this person through work, is what I'm seeing, or over the internet potentially. But there's not even a whole lot like about like physicality. Like I think this person maybe like not super fit, like not unhealthy necessarily, but definitely not someone who cares about, they don't care about their appearance like everybody else. You know, they're not investing, like they don't see the necessarily like the value and like spending money on like extra like the brand new like Gucci shirt. Like they want to spend their money on like practical matters and or save. I think this person is also a saver, someone who likes to save a lot of money. But yeah, you're definitely gonna make like you're gonna light up their life. They don't even know it's like, if you haven't met this person yet, like it is gonna be a long time like putting this relationship together, but you're gonna rock their world. Like you're gonna change their life. But yeah. Yes. Okay. Also another message. So it's like I feel like they could act like a wounded Leo. Like, you know how those people like Leos have such a like strong pride and strong like self-esteem, and in a good way though. Like I love my Leos, but they just aren't as forthcoming with like their emotions and stuff like that, because it's like when a lion gets hurt, it retreats to the den sort of thing. I think that they're kind of in that mode when they meet you. Okay, so that is it for my number 4s. So, oh, and thank you. Can't not do that. I feel like I've done that every time now. So here's for my number 5. So what's up, group number 5? Let's see who you are gonna marry. Dang, this person has secured the bag. Very strong-willed person. So out of all the groups that I have read for, this is definitely the group. This person is going to be more built, like, physically. I think this person does care pretty, like, heavily about their health, fitness, that sort of thing. They like to have things look a certain way. They like the challenge. They like endurance training. We have the endurance card here. Yeah, they also are like the type of person to go the extra mile for you. It says they have let your friends help you, and that says ask for and accept support from others. They're super supportive. They are very, like, their friends love them. This person is super fun, loving, caring. They're giving with the 6 of Pentacles here, and they have enough to share with everybody. They have a very strong abundance mentality. And totally getting, like, this person could be Indian, something, or like a medium skin complexion, or like definitely brown hair. I'm not seeing blonde, but, or auburn. But this person has like no problem like asking for what they want. With the Midnight Prince here, it says literally ask for what you want, and they are going to ask you to marry them like pretty quickly. And this person is like definitely financially able to do this. They have all the means possible to make like they're good. This person is solid. This is a solid person. I think in the past they could have been somewhat of like seen as a player type. And we do have the 2 of Water in reverse. I think that they could have been, they weren't the type to like settle down for a long time, but when they met you, they like kind of flipped the script. They, or if you feel like this is how they are now, like literally be honest with them and be like, do you see a future with me? Like, and they will, you know, like when they're kind of confronted with the fact of like you leaving the relationship, they will like change their tune. I think that like either, yeah, so that's like one of 2 situations. They could be like totally ready, like in the person who initiates it, But if you do feel like they are moving too slowly for you, they honestly could just, like, I'm so dumb, like, not be thinking about marriage, like, not because they don't want to marry you, but just because they, like, don't think that way. But they definitely, when confronted with the idea of losing you, they will want to make it official. They do want to be with you. This is the type of person, like, once you ask them, they'll, like, they have no problem expressing the fact that they, like, want to see they could see the rest of their life with you. With the Seven of Fire here, they could just be going through, kind of, I mean, the Seven of Fire typically is about, like, having to get over something, or, like, standing your ground, defense, you know, like, yeah, standing your ground, making your point. This person could be stubborn, and they sorry, I'm, like, getting a lot. I am random. They could work in the health industry, in the, like, medical field. This could be, like, a doctor or something of that sort. There's someone who kind of likes the thrill of saving lives, like EMT, that sort of thing. They like being pushed, like, to their limit. They're kind of like a thrill seeker. I'm getting, like, fire sign vibes, fire sign or earth sign. We have Leo here. We also have Virgo. I'm not really getting Capricorn or Taurus, but earth sign. Also, there is, this is weird. In this deck, this Justice card is Leo. That's strange. Anyway, so yeah, double emphasis on Leo, but could be also Libra. They definitely don't want to lose you. I think that they think that they might want to be single, potentially, like, but they don't, you know? They just don't want to feel, like, trapped. I think that's, like, the main message here with the Two of Cups in reverse and the Knave of Fire. Because the Knave of Fire in reverse is someone who, like, comes in and goes. Like, it's, like, pulls a U-turn, you know? I think that they just don't like the idea of, they don't want to be constricted, even if you guys have a super open relationship. I'm not saying, like, open relationship, but, like, a very open, type of relationship. I think that the thought of being, like, contractually bound to someone has always been kind of scary. Like, maybe this person hadn't planned on getting married in their lifetime, but when they're confronted, like, with you wanting that, they do want to give you what you want. They do want to build a family. This is something that is super long lasting for them. This relationship is long lasting, and they love you. They give you their favorite toy. This is, like, my cat deck. Yeah, I think that, like, this energy is just, like, fear. If there's any blockage, like, they just have, like, hang-ups because I think that they really thought that maybe they weren't ever going to get married. But their heart, like, burns for you, and they care about you so much. And I don't think that, like, after you guys have this conversation, they're definitely going to come around to the idea. They're going to be way more, like, on board. Yeah, I think it's, like, because this is also a 7. This card over here is a 7. I think it's part of their life purpose to be married. There's also a 7 over here. 7 is also a very spiritual number. I think that they do believe in the sanctity of marriage. I think that, Oh, here's another 7. So yeah, y'all are gonna get married. 777. I love that number. But yeah, I think that. Oh my goodness, my phone. They just. Yeah, if anything, they just have fears. But honestly, I feel like a lot of people have fears about getting married. Especially like if you guys are young. But they definitely, like, they'll consult their friends about this, and they are gonna want to keep going with this relationship. They want to have this future with you. And honestly, this could be you. You could be feeling this way. Like, if somebody, like, proposes to you right away and you're just like, like, wow, that was, like, so fast or, like, sudden. Even if, like, you guys have been together for a while, it's just something that maybe you guys haven't talked, like, at length about, or, like, you talk about casually but not seriously. But one of you is, like, in the point where you want to make it serious and really start building that future. Financially, you guys are very secure. Yeah. I'm getting Europe. Yeah, definitely financially secure for sure. That's like the major, like, this person is going to have a really good job or be like an entrepreneur or something of that sort. They have like absolutely like no issues when it comes to their finances. I think if anything, the thing that they struggle most with is emotionally opening up. Potentially they could be like somewhat guarded. They're not like, I'm not really getting water sign vibes. It's still somewhat hard for them to like navigate through their feelings. I think that they use their friends as like, you know, when girls go to like the hair salon and they like talk it out and like things like that. I think that that's like this type of person. They need friends around for support, but they are also super supportive themselves. So yeah, that's all I'm getting for you, group number 5. But yeah, thank you so much for stopping by. I know I feel like I didn't like show as many cards as I had intended to. I'm really like waiting to get a tripod, but you know, just working with what I got right now. But I love you guys so much, and thank you so much for stopping by. And I also hope you guys could like leave me a comment, subscribe, also give this video a huge thumbs up. That would mean a lot to me. But yeah, I hope you guys have a great rest of your days, nights, and I will see you next time. Bye.